Hey everybody. Okay, so I have this Ozeri scale. It's all pretty. Today I'm going to show you how we use it. And please pardon the fact that my video is weird because I don't have a tripod or anything. So, first of all, this piece here, see this? It comes out of right here. So it stores right there. And you pop out this right here and you slide it in. Like, super easy, right? So, my kids are both in bed because, 7 o'clock and I'm a mean mommy. But, I got two of my son's dolls, which he's very not happy about, me stealing. So, I'm going to show you how you weigh and measure with these, although they're not quite the length needed. So I'm going to double them up to make the length thing work. So, first of all, you hold this and it turns on. See how it works? It's also the zero thing, so, press down and it zeroes it out. Alright, so, zeroes it out. Now, it's on code 1. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's on code 1. And that's my son's, my oldest's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down here. Now it's flashing. And I push. That is my youngest, the code 2. There's nothing on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. And code 0 doesn't hold anything. Code 0 is just code 0. It doesn't memorize anything, as far as I have found. So we're going to use code 0 because, well, code 0 is code 0. So, what you do is you see how that goes out as that. So it measures 17.9 inches, just like this, right? 18.1, ooh. So that was just for me popping that up right there. So all I did was that, and it changed to 18.1. Pop it down and put it back, and it's 17.9. So, pretty cool. Now, I weighed my son's earlier, and I'll put in the comments down there, I will put their results. Although my oldest is higher, he's taller than the scale allows. So, but at least he listens well, So here's what we're going to do. We're going to place frog. Actually, we're going to zero it out. First, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to start again. Okay, so I think that's from that. Okay, zero out. Froggy goes on. Poor frog. He's not even a full half a pound. This guy, my son loves him. I don't know. My son's weird. I mean, he loves all dolls, so whatever. Okay, so, so I placed him on. Well, his little feet dangle off the side. So, we're going to bring this out, pop it up. Now that says 27.2, but that's obviously longer than his feet are. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to go like this. So frog's eyeballs are up there. We're going to do that because, as inappropriate as it looks, it makes for a little bit easier. So you pop that up, you do that, you hit hold. Oh shit, that was on code 1. Damn it. Whatever. Anyway, so as you can see, this is down. I'm gonna have to clear this, but it says he's got up in inches, he's got down in pounds. Guess that was an easy mistake because at least now you can see that it does give you whether they've gone up or down. Because my son didn't have, my oldest doesn't have the height thing going on for him. You can't just height him. He's way taller than 31 and something inches. So, yeah. And then it also comes with this cool little thing, which allows you to measure around baby's head. So, I have yet to use this, partially because I'm terrified of what I'm going to find with my youngest. He is gigantic. Whereas my oldest is my tiny child. So I haven't used that yet. But the scale I use a lot. Mostly, I use it for making sure that my sons are in the right car seats. Going the right way. Aside from age, I mean, you know, could be worse. But, so I use it for, you know, weight-wise in the car seats. Because, you know, now that I know that Eddie is over 22 pounds, I know I can't use the infant car seat with him anymore. It's not safe. So that helps. That's definitely a plus. Plus, like, if you're breastfeeding, which I'm not anymore, I can gauge, you know, or at least I used to be able to, I could put him on the scale, and lactation consultants tend to do this too. They put them on a scale, no diaper, or, like, I would go into my meetings and change my, my oldest. I changed my oldest, then, we'd put him on a scale, and he would wear that diaper until after his feeding was over. And we wait again. So, like, he'd go in and he'd be, you know, 12.3 pounds. Well, come the end of the feeding, you know, if he's 12.3 pounds, and, I mean, be urine in his bladder or in his diaper, doesn't matter, it's the same volume. Basically, you could roughly gauge how many ounces they ate after you fed them, and then put them back on the scale. So that was always a plus. When I had him and I was breastfeeding him, I always wanted a baby scale just so I could tell, like, where his weight was, because he was always really tiny. But with Eddie, now it's nice having one because he's huge. So I think the only downside to having this scale is that Eddie moves a lot. He's a wiggler. And so I first took his weight, and I wasn't able to get a picture of it, and he was 23.23 pounds. So basically he's 23.23 pounds. And that is just over the infant seats. But Tate stays still, so I get a more accurate reading for him. Tate is almost 3. This scale goes up. It says it goes up to 50 pounds. I don't have a 50-pound toddler. I don't have a 50-pound baby. So, I mean, my babies are within the 22 to 24, 25-pound range. Like I said, Tate does stay still, but he moves too. So I think it all depends, like if you use it for a toddler, it all depends on how your toddler sits. You know, do their feet hang off the edge? Because I was able, like, I had the reading where it said, like, he was, like, 22 pounds, and I realized his feet were, like, pushing his weight different. And then I had him hold his feet. And because he held his feet, it made it easier, and his weight went up because it tipped scales a little bit. So just be careful that way. But otherwise, this has been super life-saving. Like, I know what car seat he needs now. I can gauge how much he's eating, like actually eating of the bottles I give him versus wasting in the sheets and blankets. Or feeding to the dog via the floor, because that happens too. So anyway, I highly suggest, if you're in the market for baby scale, or you know someone who's having a baby, because that could be super, super amazingly helpful. People go, oh, how much do they weigh? And you're like, I have no idea. It's been 3 months since he was to the doctor. I don't know. Well, now they can know. Anyway, it's the Ozeri baby scale. I might be pronouncing that wrong. But it's Ozeri, and it's their baby scale. There'll also be a link in the post, either the comments or up there. Anyway, have a good night.